30 days ago, I decided to stay away from Instagram. No reels, no scrolling, no checking stories. You might have already seen several YouTubers doing this challenge, but I wanted to try it myself and see what actually happens. But here's the truth, I didn't delete Instagram, I just hid the app from my phone and removed easy access to it because I wanted to see something. I wanted to see whether removing convenience could change my behavior. And during these 30 days, I discovered something I wasn't expecting. I didn't just learn about social media, I learned a lot about my own habits. Let me tell you why I started this challenge. I decided to do this because I noticed how automatically I was using Instagram. Whenever I felt bored, I opened Instagram. Whenever I felt stressed, Instagram. Whenever I had free time, Instagram again. It became something I was doing without even thinking, and I started wondering how much of my time was actually mine and how much of it was just consumed by scrolling. The first few days were honestly uncomfortable. My fingers had muscle memory. I would unlock my phone and immediately search for Instagram, even though I had hidden it. There was also this strange feeling of missing out, FOMO. I keep thinking, what are people posting? Am I missing something important? And biggest thing I noticed was boredom. Without Instagram, I suddenly had small pockets of empty time and I didn't really know what to do with them. I also want to be completely honest about something. During these 30 days, I did open Instagram around 2 to 3 times, but each time I stayed there for less than a minute. And that moment actually surprised me because earlier opening Instagram meant I would scroll for a long time without even realizing it. But this time I was aware. I opened it consciously and closed it consciously. And for me, that felt like a real progress because the goal of this challenge wasn't to pretend Instagram doesn't exist, it was to understand my habits and learn to control them. But halfway through this challenge, I noticed something unexpected. Even though I stayed away from Instagram, my YouTube screen time increased, and that made me realize something important. I wasn't addicted to Instagram itself, I was addicted to scrolling, to constant stimulation, to avoiding boredom. Instagram was just a place where the habit existed. Once I removed it, my brain simply looked for another place to continue the same pattern. Even though my overall screen time didn't magically disappear, it's I still noticed some meaningful changes. One big change was I compared myself less to others. Instagram constantly shows you the highlights of other people's lives, and even if we don't realize it, affects how we think about ourselves. Another thing I noticed was that my mind felt slightly calmer. I didn't have the same constant urge to check notifications or messages. And most importantly, I became more aware of my habits. I started noticing how often I reach for my phone without any real reason. After this challenge, I'm not completely uh, going to disappear from social media because it takes a lot of discipline and self control. But I do want to use it more consciously. I want to decide when I use it instead of using it automatically. Get more comfortable with boredom sometimes because that's usually when creativity and real thinking happens. If you have ever thought of taking a break from social media, I'm not here to tell you to delete everything, but I would definitely suggest observing your habits because that alone can teach you a lot. If you related to this experience, let me know in the comments and thank you for watching.